It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Lions and the Packers on Monday night.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 11 carries, 74 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Right. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
6, Madden.
Here's Love. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's got a man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
White, quick, yellow, check, pitch.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And Lance now to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st down, Lance. He'll find Williams on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing up. This one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they're going to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The Packers had 8 and 5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They run the option on second down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the tackle by Kalen Barnes. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Ready, set. Hey, check mega.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at about the 28.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Love, they go play action now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Green jack, red cycle. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Lions will take over.
Fight, 97, fight, 6.
Lance now on 1st down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Working out of the gun. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Hey, red.
And they'll give here to Charbonnet on the option. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Ready, red, yellow. Fog red. Go red. Ready.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. A short throw to Musgrave. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Blaster, 6.
Now a second down throw for Love here. That's complete, left side to Bateman. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Love will sneak it.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jordan Love scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Smith, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we're...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's Charbonnet once again.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Go. Drill green. Set, go.
Now Love.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. In motion, the tight end.
Slide through. Set.
On fourth down, Love. And he is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but and he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Now from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This 2nd and 4. Love from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Yellow, blue. Yellow, go. 6, 7. Black ultra. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. They'll send Watson in motion right. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Set, ready. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead.
Ready.
Play action this time with Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. In motion goes the tight end.
Ready?
Love now. And that is incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Come on, set.
On play action, Lance. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ready, ready.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This is taken at the 10. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we... On a Monday night, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Steal. Hut.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 6 now. On the option, Love will hang on to it. He stiff arms him. And he goes out right around the 39. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ready.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Open man is Musgrave, and he's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Hey, blue. Blue strike. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On the option, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, go steal.
Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time here. Lance. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Lance. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Lance again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Hut.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he's taken down inside the 30. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
Let's go.
This is 2nd and 8.
Shot. 17.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Ready.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And the Packers are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2.